Good morning, everybody. I am here to give you a quick tutorial slash product review on our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. It can be a little tricky to apply and figure out the first few times you do it. So I'm here to give you a few tricks of the trade that I've learned along the way. And I also want to talk to you about our Lash Comb Brow Brush combo. This little baby is the secret to success. This will help keep you from getting those that clumpy, spidery look. So this is an amazing tool. And some great things about it is, first of all, if you look, mine's kind of dirty, but if you look at the tines, they are made out of stainless steel, not plastic. I had one growing up that was made of plastic, and it quickly lost a lot of the teeth. Also, this part here that connects the head to the handle is stainless steel as well. It's metal, you can see that. And the one that I had growing up was plastic, so it very quickly separated from the handle, and I was left with just this little head to use, which is no fun. And then on the other side, we have our eyebrow brush, and these are made of boar bristles, so they're pretty stiff, and they hold up really well. They're not going to come flying out of your brush. So anyway, that's our Lash Comb Brow Brush combo. So if you're interested in any of these products today, you can go online to my website, beautifulbybrie.com, and order from any one of the parties that I have going on right now. So, okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So when you first get your 3D mascara, it comes with two tubes. This one is your transplanting gel, and the shorter tube is your fibers. So you get both of these. And there's lots of different ways that you can do this. It's very customizable, which I love. So the first thing you want to do is get a base coat. And you can use your regular mascara to do a base coat, but I have found that a base coat of the transplanting gel actually works a little better because it doesn't seem to get quite as stiff when it dries, so you can work with it a little better. And I think it covers a little better, and the whole process just seems to go a little better. But it's completely up to you. Like I said, I have done it both ways, and it works well both ways. This is just the method that I've come to prefer. So it's really up to personal choice. So I'm just going to get my base coat on here. And I like to switch in between my eyes, do one eye and then the other, because you need to allow some set time, some drying time in between these layers, so that you don't get a bunch of fibers all over your mascara brush. So I'm just going to let that dry for a little bit, help it out here for a second. Another cool trick I learned this from a friend of mine in college, is that if you're having a hard time getting your lashes to separate, you can put your mascara brush down at the base of your lashes and wiggle it, and just work it clear to the top. And that will help separate your lashes just like that. So you can use just your mascara brush to help separate your lashes. Got a little bit up here on my eye. Okay, so the other trick I want to tell you is something I learned from my aunt, who was a Mary Kay consultant years ago. So most of the time when we do our mascara, this is what we do. We pump it. And actually, every time you pump it, you're letting air into your mascara, and it will dry it out quickly. So what you want to do, instead of pumping, ditch the pump, ladies, is you want to twist it. So twist it around, and it gets that on there. and then pull it out. And I've noticed too, it helps if you do that, you won't get so much mascara like clumped on your brush. And then I just kind of pull off the excess there. So now that I've got my base coat and it's dry, now I'm just gonna focus on the top half of my lashes. So you notice I'm not going clear to the base. I'm just doing the top half, top and front and back of it. And then I'm going to get my fibers out. Now this one you can pump. Go ahead and pump away on that one. That helps get those excess fibers off. So then I'm just going to put these fibers just on the tips, just on the ends of my lashes, and there's a couple reasons for that. The first one is that if you do it down at the base, you run the risk of getting them into your eye. And really you want the length. So you can see I've got, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I've got a clumpy right there. So I'm just going to take my hand dandy little brow brush and eyelash comb and just go bloop like that and get that little guy off. So now while that sets and dries, I'm going to twist again and I'm going to come over here and do the other eye. And the wonderful thing about this product, well, there's lots of wonderful things, but one of them is that this product is layerable. So you can really customize the look that you want. If you want a more natural look, you can do less layers. If you want a more bam, look at me kind of look, you can do more layers. And sometimes women will have a hard time with the fibers flaking all over their cheeks. And the secret to that is thin layers. Do thin layers and do lots of them. So if you want that really big pow look, do a lot of layers, but make sure that your layers are thin every time. You don't want to try and get like a ton of fibers on there every time because it's gonna make your eyelashes just clump and get big. So those amazing results that you see in the pictures, don't try and get those in one coat. Some of them will say they did one coat, but that is one huge coat. And honestly, if you do that, you might have some issues with the fibers falling onto your cheeks. Oh, I did like a layer and a half on this one. I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up that layer that I started. Oh, I got some clumpies that are trying to come in. Luckily, I have my hand dandy brush. Just gonna take care of those guys. And if you don't have the brush, you can of course always buy it. And it's $20 for the brush. And I can tell you right now, it really is an investment piece, and it's going to be worth every penny because it's going to last you forever. And you'll use it every single day. But if you don't have it, and $20 seems a little steep to you, which I completely understand, you can actually use tweezers to get the clumps off. You just hold your tweezers together, the end together, and just go through it in this sort of motion, and you can get the clumps off. So if you notice, I'm not running my brush completely through my lashes. I'm just taking it on the edges, on the ends, and I just take it through very, very lightly because I don't want to take all the fibers off, obviously. I just want to take off those few little guys who have not got the memo and are going weird directions rather than up, which is the way I want them to go. Another thing for newbies to the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara is when you first get it, this transplanting gel is pretty thin and it's kind of gloppy. So the first few times that you do it, if you get transplanting gel absolutely everywhere, it's okay. That's perfectly normal. So you guys are probably paying better attention than I am to how many layers I've done, but I think I've done 3 on each side, and that's usually what I will do. If you see, I got some on my eye. But this is the great thing about this mascara, is it removes pretty easily. So I'm just going to get some water on my finger and just rub that off. And my mascara is fairly new, so it's still a little gloppy. Okay, the other thing you really want to make sure is that you seal your fibers. I can't say that enough. Seal your fibers, seal your fibers. You want to make sure you've got a good amount of transplanting gel on there so that your fibers do not end up all over your cheeks during the day. Because then you're self-conscious all day long, and that's no fun. So I'm just going to do the bottoms really quick. And I have some lash guys that are trying to clump together, so I'm just going to go like this, and voila. Now I have seen some ladies that will actually put the fibers on their bottom lashes. I don't think you need it. That's just my personal opinion. You know, maybe if you're going for a really dramatic look, or you have a little girl who is in dance and needs a really thick look, so that they can be seen from the stage or whatever, you could maybe do that. But as far as me and my purposes, I like a more natural look, so I don't feel the need for those. So anyway, there's my beautiful eyelashes all done. So I hope you can see the difference. I know I can. When we first started, my eyelashes were fairly non-existent. Sorry, I've got more mascara trying to go everywhere. So I'm just going to get this wet. And as you can see, I've done this before. I've put on my eyeshadow for this reason right here, because sometimes it likes to get on your lid. So you can see that comes off very easy. But the great thing is if it will last through a good cry. Tried that one out. It will last through you sweating. You can sleep in it, and it will be good the next day. Sometimes if I'm running late the next day, I will just throw another layer on, and I'm good to go right out the door. So this stuff is truly amazing. So again, it's the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, along with the unique Lash Comb and Brow Brush. You can order both of these from my website, beautifulbybrie.com, and click on any of the parties that we have going on. So I hope you will take the plunge and love your mascara as much as I do. And if you don't love it, we do have a 14-day money-back guarantee. So try it, love it, get gorgeous lashes. See you all next time. Bye!